Hey, if you all haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Hell, this is how I'm making this podcast right now. It's free. That's the best part about it. Creation tools that allow you to record from your phone or laptop or almost any mobile device. It'll distribute your podcast for you, Spotify, Apple, and so much more. And best of all, you can get paid for it. Make money from a podcast with no minimum membership. Hell, probably even if you have none until you get a following, but it's free. That's all I can say about it. It's the best.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Topic Shuffle with me and Ernie, your wonderful, crazy, what the hell host.
Pretty much what the hell.
In honor of what the hell host, we're going to do a WTF episode, which is just random, things that make you go, censored your family.
Yeah, sure it is.
All right. So, I was looking up some, WTF facts. Apparently, the Mayans used to worship turkeys like gods. That's interesting. Where's the other one? Oh, Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies.
Bunnies?
Yes. Once upon a time, the famous conqueror Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by bunnies. The emperor had requested that a rabbit hunt be arranged for himself and his men. His chief of staff set it up and had men round up reportedly 3,000 rabbits for the occasion. When the rabbits were released from the cages, the hunt was ready to go. At least that was the plan. But the bunnies charged towards Bonaparte and his men in a vicious and unstoppable onslaught, and they thought the Waterloo was the conqueror's greatest defeat. That's just reading from bestlife.com.
It's kind of funny. Fucking bunnies. They're tiny. Kick them like a kickball, man.
Bunnies are vicious.
They're not vicious. They're cuddly and delicious with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of rabbit.
I love rabbit.
Okay. You know that the nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Yeah, no, originally it was a little more graphic than it is.
No, not really. It's actually based on true story. The girl's name was Mary Sawyer. 11-year-old girl who lived in Boston was one day followed to school by her pet lamb. In the late 1860s, she helped raise money for an old church by selling the wool for the lamb. Ketchup used to be medicine.
What?
In the 1830s, when it became a popular medicine, ketchup was all the rage. In 1834, it was sold as cure for indigestion by an Ohio physician named John Cook. It wasn't popularized as a condiment until the late 19th century. The more you know.
Medicine? Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll drink pickle juice for heartburn and stuff like that. So
there's a guy at work that every time he has heartburn, he reaches for chocolate milk. That's what he said. Chocolate milk, baby. Chocolate milk. Eats peanut butter on everything. And I do mean everything. If he could, he'd have the cooks to put peanut butter on a pizza before they put everything else.
Yes. My niece, speaking of weird combinations and stuff like that, I took her to McDonald's one time when she was little, and she started dipping her apples in ranch dressing.
Was she dipping in ranch dressing?
Apples, the little apples you get with the Happy Meals.
What's wrong with that? I do that.
Ew.
Yum. Ranch dressing is awesome. It goes with almost anything.
No.
Almost.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Okay. I put it on hot dogs.
That's a little bit more believable.
Along with cottage cheese and ketchup and stuff.
Fucking disgusting. So much for being family friendly. So I guess Ernie is just totally going along with this WTF fact.
I mean, I'll eat almost anything as long as it's not fucking chicken.
I like pickles on my hot dog and on my bologna sandwich.
Hell yeah. I'd try it. Yeah, my old lady loves fucking pickles on everything.
Your wife is my spirit animal. In all honesty. I love Brittany to death.
My belly does too.
Right, the other day I was at your house. There was the freaking cobbler that you posted on Facebook was sitting there. I kept eyeballing it. I was like,
I mean, you could have had a piece.
I know, but I wanted to play that game, and we had a lot more fun. And
we could have, ate while playing that game.
Sure. That is a very good point. Oh, speaking of which, I was playing these games and stuff like that, and I pick up my phone and I pull away my finger, or pull away my hand. I just pull away my finger, and it's like covered in red. And I was like, "Oh, I'm bleeding." And then I'm like, "No, that's ketchup." They had said that they cleaned the table, but apparently they didn't clean it very good because there's still ketchup on the table. No, I'm just joking. It missed. I had it all over the back.
Plus, it was a red plaid tablecloth because I am the flannel king.
Okay. Random WTF questions. If humans came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Warning: filter broken at all times.
Parental advisory. Explicit content. Anybody who knows me knows how true that it is.
Oh yeah.
What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Shaking a ketchup bottle.
I shake mine like this. I don't we're literally making hand motions to this, and it's just like a whole lot of dirty down here in the basement. Like, I'm getting a little excited. Oh, I need booze. Something that everyone looks stupid doing. Fucking duck face. Like, seriously. Yeah, right? What's a slogan or jingle that you got stuck in your head forever?
Jingle bells.
No, jingle like a little, like, catchy little tune, like, you know. Or a slogan like...
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That is a freaking jingle, and now it's stuck in my head. Thank you.
You're welcome. Fuck State Farm.
Do you have a favorite coffee mug?
Yes. Look, it has a gun handle for a handle, and it says, "Bitch, better have my coffee."
I'm not the biggest coffee drinker, but
I am. Like, I've literally gotten my beans green, roasted them so I could control the roast, and actually have seeds because whenever I get my greenhouse fixed, because the wind kind of tore it up, I'm going to try to grow my own coffee. Yes.
So, like, I recently started drinking more coffee because I found a creamer that I like. I like coffee with my creamer. You know,
I like coffee with my coffee.
Actually, my favorite little mug. It looks like a Yeti, but it's not a Yeti. It's called a Polar Camel, which I find freaking hilarious. Because we're not supposed to have Yetis at work because
really?
You know, they're metal, and if a patient got a hold of it and stuff like that, they could do damage. So, those of you just joining us, I work at a psych facility.
And I have a family member that is a patient at a psych facility.
One of my nurse friends got me one that says, I'm a nurse, I can deal with trauma, not drama. And I freaking use it like crazy anymore. Sorry, I'm looking through questions.
Some of them sound boring to you?
Oh, okay. Here's an interesting.
We're in trouble, folks.
Is cereal soup? I mean,
cold soup.
I mean, there is like actual like soups that are supposed to serve cold. But if you think about it, you know, eat it with a spoon, you serve it, you know, and don't say like, you know, it's got chunks in it. Well, so does vegetable soup. So, to me, I guess technically, yes, cereal would be considered a soup. It's a breakfast soup, which sounds weird. But I guess just like muffins or breakfast cupcakes.
Breakfast cupcakes.
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Skunk?
I picture Pepe Le Pew being like very like he's not rude, he's just really like sexual, but
reminds me of you.
I'm gonna try to take that as a compliment. Let's see. Which animal would be the rudest? I just picture a hippo. I don't know why. Like, that's the first thing that pops into my head. Have you ever been electrocuted?
I mean, If you would be, then we wouldn't be doing this.
Yes, I have been electrocuted, and quite recently, actually.
It's not to death.
No, just electrocuted. You don't have to be electrocuted to death. I mean, you have to get shocked. You're
Whenever
electrocuted.
I hear the word electrocute, I just picture someone holding on for your life and being fried.
Well, you're going to laugh at my story. So,
Always do.
I'm in the process of putting an underground fence for my dog, so she have more room to run and stuff like that. And I put it in one day, and it's active, it's working and stuff like that. And I take the collar off of her and stuff like that. Well, I was walking back into the house and got really close to the line and heard the beep, and then immediately following a shock that was on high. And yeah, so my idiotic self did not realize what was going on, and my hand kind of seized up, so I got shocked twice. And some very colorful words came out of my mouth.
Fun times, Michael. Fun times.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, I've been electrocuted then. I mean, I've been pushed into electric fences before.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
At the fair one year, I met some singer. I can't think of which one it was. The one that sings Long Black Train.
Josh Turner.
Yeah.
I have kind of inadvertently, I have shaken hands with President Bill Clinton. And it's actually, I have a picture of it. It's amazing. It was actually in my first grade yearbook, I think it was. I went with the school and stuff like that, and me and my really good friend, Tom Bryan, were, pictured, and Bill Clinton's walking down, and he shook her hand, and I was like, oh my God, quit messaging me. Okay. What is the weirdest thing you've seen in someone's home?
The weirdest thing I've seen in someone's home. I have a friend, and long time ago, I don't know, middle school probably, seen one of those sex swings. Probably as far as the weirdest thing that I've seen in someone's home.
I wouldn't really call it the weirdest, but it was the most awkward thing that I ever seen. I was staying with my friends one night, and they both went to work, and I was trying to find a shirt or something, and I realized that I didn't pack one, so I went to borrow my friend's shirt, and I messaged them, and they're like, yeah, look in the second drawer. Well, they had two dressers, and one of the dressers had their toys in it. And I was like, no, not this one. So.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I can just.
Do you have a favorite T-shirt?
Not in school.
T-shirt.
Oh, T-shirt, not T-shirt. I had one a long time ago, and for some reason the school didn't think it was appropriate to wear. It was just yellow, bright yellow, regular shirt, and it real politely just said, "Will you please tell your tits to quit staring at my eyes?"
My favorite T-shirt is one that I have now. It says, "If you fib, I'll pow you." Like AFib, fibrillation clear. I actually wore that one day when I was taking a CPR class, which was funny as hell. If you could replace one body part with a bionic replacement, what would you choose?
An eye? You could have a bionic eye, be able to see super far. Shit.
There are two types of people in this world. Ernie with eye. My first thought was a penis.
Oh, God.
Moving on. Would you ever pick up a hitchhiker?
Maybe.
It depends on whether they're good looking or not.